So let's do some extra practice here on the same situation of trying to create pictures and then equations to solve story problems. Now, remember, you can pause before I solve each one so that you can try it yourself before you do it. So this first one, Diego has 7 packs of markers. Each pack has 7 markers in it. And then he gives Lynn him 9 more markers, making it a total of 30. So if you're doing this, so you would have 7 boxes of markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then she gives him 9 more. Now, each of these little boxes has an unspecified X amount of markers. I'm not going to put the X's for all of them to save time. But then at the end, you end up with 30 markers. So what does that mean? Well, if you have 7 boxes with X's inside, this would be 7X plus the 9 markers equals 30. And if you're trying to solve this equation, you would subtract 9 from both sides and then divide both sides by 7. And I think end up with 3, right? So that'll be 3 markers per box, which will give you 21 plus 9, 30. So that was number 1. Let's try to do number 2. Elena had, by the way, all of these problems that are different situations with the play of numbers with 7, 10, 7, 9, and 30, but they're all in different arrangements. So once again, Elena's cutting a 30-foot piece of ribbon for a craft project, and she cuts off 7 feet of that and into 9 pieces of equal length with X feet each. All right, so then this was number 1 up here, and now we're going to do number 2 down here. So if you look at number 2, you're going to have 9 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After you take away 7 out of a fence that used to be 30. And these are equal lengths of an unspecified amount. And there's X's all through these boxes right here. To save time, I'm not going to write all these X's just to save time. But then what would be the equation for that? Well, you have 9 X's and then minus 7, right, giving you 30. And here, if you're trying to solve these, you would have to add 7 to both sides, which will get 37 here, and then divide 9. So it'd be just 37 ninths would be the size of each of these pieces of ribbon. So that was number 1. Number 2, let's try to do number 3. I'm going to do it on the side over here. Now you have a construction manager that weighs a bundle of 9 identical bricks with a 7-pound concrete block, and the total weight is 30. So once again, you have 9 identical bricks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But you also add to that a 7-pound brick. Now, we don't know how much each of the actual 7-pound blocks, sorry. We don't know how much each of the bricks count, but we know there's 9 of them. 9 boxes of them, and then we know that the total mass is still going to be 30 pounds. That's really light bricks. But anyways, what you're going to get with here would be 9x, right, plus 7 equals 30. So in this situation here, you're going to have to subtract 7 from both sides. You're going to end up with 23, and then divide both sides by 9. So it'd be 23 divided by 9 would be the size of each of the weight of each of those identical bricks. Finally, I'm going to do number 4. So you have a skating rink that has a group rate of $9 plus a fee to rent each pair of skates, and a family rents 7 pairs of skates for a total of 30. So what we do here is that we have to pay 7 skates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skates. But then they also have to pay a group rate of $9. And the question is, how much does each skate cost if the total ended up at 30? So once again, this will be 7x plus 9 equals 30. So it's kind of like number 1, even though the situation is slightly different. All right? So that was 4 problems done for you guys over here. You can try the 5th one yourself as a challenge and check it with me to see if you got it right. So that is more practice on creating diagrams and equations that you could then solve for word problems involving equations. I'll do more of this in the next video.